We've arrived.
We're in the USA.
We are in Orlando and we've arrived at the new Terminal C.
Let's just pause things there for a second and rewind ourselves back about 15 hours or so to London Gatwick Airport when we were just beginning our travel day to Orlando. That should do it.
So we're at Gatwick Airport because today we are flying with British Airways over to Orlando, Florida.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now we fly with British Airways quite a lot because, to be honest, they're normally the cheapest, but recently we've heard quite a few negative things going around about British Airways. A lot of flights being cancelled, bad service, that sort of thing. So since we last flew with them a year ago, it sounds like things might have changed. We're going to find out today because we're in British Airways economy class like we normally are. I guarantee there's going to be a chicken tikka masala for dinner on the way out. That just seems to be the thing.
Not that's a bad thing.
Not that's a bad thing.
I think it actually tastes really nice.
And there's worse plain food than that chicken tikka masala, that's
Yes.
for sure. But one good thing with British Airways when you're flying out to Orlando now is they've reintroduced the Twilight bag drop. I don't think they call it that, but we arrived here last night at the South Terminal and we were able to go and get rid of all our suitcases and everything the night before our flight. I think if you're flying before 1 o'clock the next day, between 6 and 9 or 6 and 10 in the evening, you can go and get rid of your cases and everything. So this morning,
What a breeze. Literally, we just need to get up, go through
straight to-
security,
yeah.
get a coffee,
and we're
get
done.
on the plane.
The benefit of doing that is it was absolutely dead in there last night.
Yep.
There was literally us
were
and
the
about
only-
2 other people.
I was going to say we were the only ones, but
We were the only ones when we first turned up, and then I
2
think a few
people
people
came,
come in
yeah.
behind us. So that means we can go straight through security, get a coffee, because I really need a coffee. We're actually at the Premier Inn in the North Terminal, so we need to go and get the little shuttley thing over to the South Terminal. But that's our biggest inconvenience this morning.
What a shame.
All for it. Also, there's a Black Sheep coffee over in the South Terminal now.
what a shame.
This is the view from our hotel window, by the way. There's a little shuttle thing that we've got to go and get on in a second. We can even see some planes and stuff. Road seems quite busy this morning. I did notice that welcome thing in the middle of the roundabout when we arrived last night, but then it was dark. Looks a bit grey. Hopefully we're leaving that behind.
Well, security was a breeze. We literally got the shuttle from the North Terminal to the South Terminal and through security within 20 minutes, and all of that despite Josh leaving an aerosol in my hand luggage.
Honestly, don't know how I managed to do that.
And no, I don't know how you managed to do that as well, and in my bag. So I had to get stopped and
As long as
checked.
it was your bag and not mine, that's the main thing.
It was all smooth other than that, and we soon had a coffee in our hand. The bad news is Black Sheep Coffee's actually outside of security.
Joe and the Juice seems to be a bit more of a tradition for us when we're at the airport anyway.
Yeah, it's our go-to now. It's way better than Starbucks. And no sooner had we finished our coffee, we were on the way to our gate because our gate had been called. And unlike a lot of people who said that their British Airways flights had been severely delayed or even cancelled in recent months, this beauty was waiting for us at the gate to leave on time and leave that dodgy British weather behind, because it was pretty gross when we took off.
It was pretty gross.
So we've been in the air a few hours now. We're somewhere like across the Atlantic somewhere. Fairly smooth flight so far, even though he did warn us that there was going to be some turbulence and stuff. Just had our meal service as well. Much to our surprise, there was no chicken tikka masala option, although I'm kind of hoping there was, because we had like this creamy chicken and leek thing instead, and it just wasn't as good as the tikka masala. But we ate it all. We didn't get dessert either because somebody on board has got a severe nut allergy, and the dessert had hazelnuts in it, so we had to settle for just our coffee. But hopefully they'll bring something around again in a little while. I don't know how you found the food.
Delicious. Simple as that.
Is that all you got to say?
No, I thought it was really nice.
I just prefer that chicken tikka masala. I never thought I'd say that. I thought I was bored of it, but here we are.
You moan about it, but you still want it.
True. Also, we bought these Bluetooth devices to plug into the screen this time so that we could use our own Bluetooth headphones. We had a few issues to start with to trying to pair all our headphones to the different devices, and we kept connecting to each other's, but now we've got them sorted. This is a game changer. It's nice not to have a load of wires all hanging around here when you're trying to get up, and I've got my own headphones on, so it's nice and loud.
Well, you say loads of wires, you've still got this one, but
I've still got that one, but
we've been tucking it down there.
yeah, so it's nice and out of the way, and when you want to get up and down to the loo and stuff, you've got no wires dangling everywhere. So we've got about 2 hours left of our flight. I'm really hoping they're going to serve us some more food soon because I'm absolutely starving.
I'm starving. Also, this is a terrible angle. I don't know how people film on a plane.
They did serve us an ice cream a little while ago though, a Jude's ice cream, which was nice. The only problem is, it is absolutely Baltic on this plane.
Baltic, that's a very
so cold.
very posh word for you.
Thank you. But it's he laughed at me this morning because I've given in and joined the Crocs Club. I'm approaching 40 now, so it's comfort over cred these days. So I'm wearing my new lined Crocs and I put a pair of thermal socks on. He laughed at me, but he ain't laughing anymore because my feet are warm, but the rest of me is frozen. There's even people wearing coats.
There is.
But hopefully we're going to get something hot to eat.
I'm assuming a wrap. We normally get a wrap, don't we?
I'm hoping I might get another coffee because I need it to warm me up.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's been a smooth flight. We've not really had any turbulence, have we? Even though he said that there was going to be some.
We've had a few bumps.
And it's quite a full plane as well today. They were actually asking for people to check in their hand luggage before we boarded because they were worried that they weren't going to fit everything in. Well, it was a bit of a tight squeeze actually. They were doing a lot of jiggling around.
Jiggle, jiggle.
You having a bad hair day?
I have a bad hair. Never mind.
Well, it wasn't long before our prayers were answered and they served us more food, and would you believe it, the chicken tikka made an appearance, this time in the form of a wrap.
The difference is, though, yours was crispy and hard. You said you didn't like yours, but mine was actually really nice, soft and gooey.
Yeah, mine was really dry, but I think it's just hit or miss with plain food, isn't it, as to where they were sitting in the oven when they were cooked. But they only served it about an hour before we started our descent into Orlando. So the Florida coastline was coming into view kind of just as we was eating our wraps, and then the captain came over and said, "We've started our descent, we'll be landing in about 25 minutes." And down we came.
Happy days.
One thing now, though, that British Airways fly to Terminal C in Orlando is how long it takes you to taxi to the gate after you've landed. I think we were taxiing for like 20 minutes.
I think we can live with it. We just literally just landed in Florida, so...
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
We've arrived.
We're in the USA.
We are in Orlando and we've arrived at the new Terminal C. Now, a lot of people complain about this, and that's one of the reasons I don't like flying British Airways.
I like it. I just feel like I need some sunglasses.
It's very swanky, very new, but one of the big complaints is that it takes ages for baggage reclaim, and we have experienced that in the past.
And
not today.
when you walk from the plane to the baggage claim, if they clean the floor, you'll trip over.
He's been tripping all the way down.
And so has me mum.
But by the time we got to baggage reclaim, they were starting to come off anyway, so we didn't really wait that long for our bags. And then we saw a queue for passport control, and we thought, oh, this is going to take a little while, but it didn't. 12 minutes, I think you said it took?
It was less than 12 minutes. It was 5:03 and it was 5:12.
So bearing in mind we weren't scheduled to land until 4:30 US time,
Yep.
we actually landed at just before 4 US time, so we're through just after 5 PM.
But
that's not bad going.
Looking at the rental queue for the car,
The car rental, yeah.
that might fail it.
That's the only problem.
We'll
when
see.
you all get off a British Airways flight, you're all renting with Avis.
What I want is a coffee. A cold,
Yes.
iced, foamy, sugary,
Cold brew.
unhealthy coffee.
Well, let's go and pick up the car, and then we'll go and do that, and then we'll get some dinner, we'll get to our hotel, we'll do all that nice stuff. Well, the benefits of being an Avis preferred member, straight to the parking garage, just had to see the desk, show my licence and credit card.
Yep.
Straight to our car. We didn't have to wait in the queue.
They've given us an upgrade.
They have.
We've never had something like this before, so I'm excited.
It is very exciting. We have this red beast. It is a Dodge Charger. Look at that bad boy.
Look at that front end.
It is very nice.
My mum is absolutely excited. She's like, car.
I'm excited to drive it.
I'm excited to drive it.
I've got to
as
get in
well.
and figure out all the gears and levers and stuff, like acquaint myself with it.
I'm looking forward to driving it too.
We've just done a bit of a walk around, make sure there's no damage and all that jazz, and I'm going to get in and figure out mission control.
Oh, that's going to be great. Also, it's really hot, so we need to get that AC flowing.
Can't complain you're cold anymore. That plane was freezing. I'm glad of a bit of warm air.
I know, to be fair.
Seatbelt.
Safety first.
Check. I think I know where all my knobs are, all my buttons and stuff. I've got Apple CarPlay working, so that's all good.
That took a while to get going.
We got there.
But it's done.
Full tank of fuel.
Good.
Range of 349 miles. America, I'm coming. Hang on, I need to work out how to move this seat forward. Hang on. Oh, it's electric.
A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself.
So we've made it to our hotel. We're at the Avanti Palms Resort on International Drive? Yeah, on International Drive. Room looks nice, actually.
It is really nice. It's really spacious. The beds look huge.
Yeah, bathroom looks nice. Nice and clean.
Very nice. It took us a while to figure out how to flush the toilet because it's got a weird flusher tucked in the corner. But we found it.
And in the meantime, we've been to Panda Express. It's become a little bit of a tradition every time we arrive in Orlando.
Absolutely delicious.
Orange chicken, honey walnut shrimp, rice. We didn't make the mistake of going for the bigger plate this time though, we just got the plate.
I think I'll stick with the plate from now on.
Straight after that, right opposite, was Walmart, massive Walmart.
We were going in there intending to only buy milk, creamers, coffee, la-di-da-di-da.
And we did buy milk, creamers and coffee.
But they had some like Dolly Parton stuff.
We looked for Dolly Parton cake mix when we was out here last March.
Yep.
And we couldn't find it anywhere.
And they have sugar cookie mixes, which we will get another day, la-di-da-di-da.
And then Josh has been going on about this spray stuff for ages.
I've seen this online and I've been really wanting to try it. I've already tasted it, it's really nice.
Yeah, he just sprayed a bit into my mouth, it was a bit weird.
But we got that. We got a cold brew, Starbucks.
So we're now going to make one.
Yeah,
and
and we
test it all
also
out.
brought a creamer for the hot coffees.
Because it is going to turn a bit cooler into our trip, so you know, we might want a hot one.
This is for the beginning of the trip, that's for the second half of the trip.
But it's still only like just gone 8 o'clock at night here in Orlando.
So we need to keep ourselves awake.
We're doing all right here, I think. This is probably the most awake I've ever been.
Also, we don't have proper cups, so these are the ones.
Walmart special. Give it a good shake, are you?
Yeah.
Put some welly into it.
Right. It said to put as much as you want on there, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, not too much though, because it's really sweet.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
God's sake, whoops. Is that right?
Guess so. Well, only one way to find out. Cheers to Orlando.
To inhaling loads of sugar. It's not bad, that.
Good.
It's not bad.
Good.
I don't know what I'm saying.
After a good night's sleep at our hotel, the next day we actually got to use the pool facilities and they had an amazing hot tub that was so welcome.
Especially for me, for my aches and pains and
All
all
your
that.
aches and ailments.
My body definitely enjoyed that bit.
And it was a little bit chilly when we was in there as well, so that's why we went for the hot tub, not the pool.
Yeah, we first went in the pool and was like, nope, got in the hot tub and was like, yes.
And there is like a grab and go section in the hotel lobby as well that serves Starbucks coffees, breakfast, lunches and things, but we chose not to eat there because it was, as you'd expect, quite pricey, so we chose to eat outside instead.
We were sensible.
We were for once.
For once.
But we had so much fun over the following week in Florida. Next up on the channel is going to be our day at Discovery Cove, which was absolutely amazing. But until that video is available, why not check out the one on screen now from our last visit to Florida when we made the trip up to the beautiful city of St. Augustine. We'll see you over there.